It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Christmas shopping is literally the most stressful thing in the whole entire world for me. I really don't have that big of a list of things to get done, but I want to get everybody something that they will actually use. And so I sit here and I rack my brain. I got one person off my list knocked off yesterday, which honestly felt really good. But that was the only one that I actually knew what I was supposed to get for him. Other than that, I have no idea for anybody else. And I have like 3 parties that I have to get like the party game gifts for. And so I don't know what to get for those either. They're not white elephant games. They're like, they have to be like actual decent gifts. So I'm stressing. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through Christmas shopping. Does anybody have like any foolproof plans of how they make it through Christmas shopping? Let me know. 208-524-1033. I feel like I know like 4 people that shop throughout the year and then they're done by like November and then they have it all finished. And I'm just like, how do you do that? How do you think about these things all year long? Like, I forget that Christmas is coming up until, I don't know, November 27th or whatever. And I was like, oh, yeah, Christmas. Or at least until Walmart starts putting Santa Claus back in stores at, like, I don't know, July. Anyways, it's never in my mind. And I hate Amazon because I'm not patient enough to order it online, wait for it to get here, find out that it's not exactly what I needed for the person. And then it's just, yeah. For Christmas gifts, I would much rather physically buy it in person. So, the stress, it's getting to me. Well, apparently, Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly have broken up again. And sources say it's because she saw something on his phone that she didn't like, even though they do have a baby due in March. Sabrina Carpenter made it on her own Spotify Wrapped list, and she says, quote, I guess it's a good thing. It means I blank with what I do. But the other ones were on her list: Dolly Parton, ABBA, Casey Musgraves, and the Bee Gees. Honestly, she has good taste. I'm not going to say anything bad about her whatsoever. Let's see. We also have, where'd the other one go? Oh, this one is fun. I'm excited about this one. Joan Jett and the Black Cards are doing a Las Vegas residency. And honestly, there really isn't any other big news to talk about. Oh, this one was cool. Drake Bell wants to reboot Drake and Josh, but like where him and Josh Peck play themselves. I'd be okay with that. That's your 2 o'clock tea here on Z103. I forgot this was a thing, but Google's annual year-end search is out. Basically like a Spotify Wrapped, but for Google. Their top searches this year include the election, Demure, and the best pickle recipes. I'm going to have to go and Google the pickle recipe thing because I love pickles, and I didn't know that was popular, but it's about to be on my Google. Z103, it's Katie Lee. All right, I guess Apple is rolling out a new iOS 18.2 this week. I'm still mad about the last iOS update we had. If we can't change back the photos layout, I don't want any of this. I'm still mad about the photos layout. Apple, come on, get it figured out. We're not happy about all of this. Anyways, so they've got more major upgrades, and it is also including Apple Intelligence features. We have highlights like Genmoji. You can create a personalized emoji for messaging and apps using Apple AI. Basically, it's the Bitmoji from Snapchat. You have an image playground. That's where you can generate custom images for like emails, documents, or just for fun, for funsies. The image wand actually kind of seems kind of cool. Enhances sketches in the Notes app with AI-powered refinements. So basically, if you have an ugly sketch, you put the magic wand over it, and it makes it look cool. There's also ChatGPT integration. So Siri now works with ChatGPT and uses it for alternative answers. Okay. Visual intelligence. iPhone 16 and later can identify objects, plants, and more using the camera. We've already been able to do that. But the one that I was excited about is that you can actually take a picture of your friend's dress and be like, where can I find this dress? Or these shoes, or these pants, or whatever. And then there's also priority notifications, so alerts are now ordered by importance. So like if you're flying one day and you need notifications just for your flight, you put those first, and everything else will be below it. So That's what's coming up soon. I'm still mad about the photos, so let's fix that first, please. It's been a minute since I've been to Subway, but I think I'm going to go back just for this. They're going to be debuting foot-long Oreo cookies in January. I'm okay with this. I will absolutely do this, but I'm going to have to get like those half gallons of milk so I can dip that whole entire foot-long cookie into it, because I don't think a small glass is going to do the job. Z103, it's Katie Lee. I've realized that I am definitely allergic to my Christmas tree this year. I've never really been allergic to Christmas trees, but I guess for some reason this year I am. And it's called Christmas tree syndrome, and it occurs when a real or even artificial trees are worsening allergy or asthma symptoms due to hidden allergens. So I'm not like allergic to the actual pine tree. I'm just allergic to like the dust and mold and stuff that are on the tree. Or if you stored your fake tree improperly, you could also have things like that on your tree. So, some tips to reduce allergens. Number one, shake out your tree before bringing it indoors. I couldn't do that because it was losing lots of needles, and so I was going to be sad if I had lost all of them. Number two is use an air purifier near the tree. I really need to get one of those. It's been on my list for the past like 6 months, but I've never actually got it. Oh, the other one, clean ornaments, decorations before use, and store your artificial trees and decorations in airtight containers. That'll absolutely help with everything, because if you're storing it in like the attic or a basement, you definitely want airtight. Just saying. The other one says dispose of real trees immediately after the holidays to prevent mold and dust build up. So if you're suffering like me, here's some tips. I'm just going to suffer till Christmas. It is what it is. So that one guy that won half of the $395 million lottery jackpot is now suing California, claiming that he's entitled to the other unclaimed half of it too. And he says that he bought both tickets but lost one. Still wants the full price. Well, you know what? Just be happy that you have half of it, man. I think I have $10 in my water jug. I might go and get me a candy bar for lunch. All right, my friends, it's time for that heart to heart. We're going to talk about something that I'm sure we've all been through, and that is outgrowing people. So let's remember, sometimes your vibe just doesn't match with somebody else's anymore. Like, that's totally okay. It's basically like changing styles, and that's an okay thing to do as well. It's time to let go of those things that just don't fit anymore. Like, maybe you got an old pair of jeans that you used to wear in high school that you've been holding on to. Sometimes you just gotta let them go. That was high school you, okay? So here's the other thing. Outgrowing somebody doesn't mean that you actually don't like them or hate them or whatever. It just means that you as a person, you're growing, which that is what we are supposed to do. If you're not growing, what are you doing? Growth is hard enough without trying to drag somebody else along with you who doesn't even like, I don't know, maybe say hiking. That's basically what it's like. Dragging somebody up a hill, that's how it is. So if you're feeling guilty about moving on, don't feel guilty. You're just making room for yourself, which is totally good to focus on you, your goals, your peace, and a new pair of jeans. Just saying. Remember, life is too short to have bad vibes and too tight of jeans. So it's okay to let them go. Z103, it's Katie Lee. All right. So I did a quick little poll question over on our Facebook group, IMZ103. So the question is, would you rather get a surprise gift for Christmas or get something that you asked for? And so far, the get something that you were asked for is winning. Get the surprise gift is not, obviously, and it's really far down there. Basically, the reason that I asked this is because there's been a few people that have been, we all make lists of things that we want for Christmas, right? And some people like to steer away from the things that we actually want. So if you've been trying to decide, maybe I'll just surprise them, take a look at the poll and just look at how many people are asking or wanting something that they asked for. Do that. Just trying to help everybody else's Christmas shopping. It was only this year that I realized how expensive Lego sets are. Like, it's insane. And so this story makes sense. Police in Texas cracked down on a Lego theft ring. Not making this up. Yeah. Turns out they aren't just kids' toys. There's a big business for these thieves. They steal the high-end Lego sets and then they racked up thousands of dollars in stolen goods. So they'd steal them and then resell them, make that money. So, the cops work together to, quote, piece the puzzle together. And then they busted the ring before they could really build their empire up. Anyway, so protect those Lego sets, even those Millennium Falcons. Those things are giant, by the way. So protect those Lego sets. Why do they got to be so expensive, though? I would love to have a Lego set, but I cannot afford it. Maybe I'll go steal one. Joking. I was joking. For any cops listening right now, I was totally kidding. Z103, it's Katie Lee, and I am out of here for the day, my friends. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Maybe. Bye. Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.